Friends too.
Ashton? What's going on?
First of all, Ashton, you're a damn liar.
I swear to God, I just walked in the front door, took a leak, and sat down.
That's so funny.
And it's like, I'm like, okay, cool. The intro music's playing, so I came just in time.
So who's cleaning up by the front door?
What's what?
Who's cleaning up that leak you took by the front door?
I'm gonna deal with it later. It's not an issue right now.
All right, so welcome to another edition of Bleach Bangs Music. What is happening?
First of all, out in the music world, Randy, as we wait for our guest, there's one issue that I want to touch base on. Maybe it's not an issue. There's a new remake song from Motley Crue with Dolly Parton.
Yes.
I assume you both have had a chance to check that out.
Oh, yeah.
And before I ask your thoughts, I'm going to tell you, I don't know that I'm actually a fan of the song remade with Dolly. Mm-hmm. I love Dolly. I think she's amazing. Too. I love Motley Crue. I think they're amazing. Mm-hmm. I just don't like the mashup together. Personal preference, maybe. I don't know. I can be shunned for it or canceled or whatever they do to you these days.
I mean, I am there with you on that one. It's the bothering thing that I have about it is that it sounded like it was just their original song that they just kind of cut and squeezed her into it, which, I mean, I'm the same. I love Dolly Parton, obviously, but I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I think we're gonna get 3 votes of no on this one because I kind of cringed a little bit.
Where's the controversy? Somebody's supposed to like it. Okay, all switch. Oh my God, you guys are stupid. It's so great.
The message behind it, I will give them that. The message in the video, they did a phenomenal job with that. What they wanted to come out of it, the voice they wanted to come out of it was great. Just song itself, if I just throw my headphones in and I listen to Spotify and hear the song, I'm probably not going to skip it, but I'm not going to look for it.
I'm almost thinking if they wouldn't have used the original music and maybe rearranged it for her,
yes,
it may have fit a little bit more. But I don't know. I think we've heard the song so many times that in our head it just goes, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. Just something like that.
Yeah.
So there was just something that was just kept catching me going, no. Mm-hmm. So, but if it was rearranged, I think it would sound a little bit better.
Like it was kind of made for Dolly Parton instead of just kind of squeezing her in, because that's how I felt, was that it was just she was squeezed in. It wasn't made for her.
I agree. I think if they were going to do that, they should have taken a little bit farther, and she makes it her own. I feel like we're on American Idol now. You made that song your own.
It's like a geeked up bra. She just have to be squeezed in. It wasn't made for her.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, I guess we're all on board with that.
I mean, I will do that, and I mean, that is a pretty valid point. I mean,
Christy, what are your thoughts?
We
have a fourth on the show, just a keyboard warrior instead.
A silent partner. We have one other one that I want to talk about. I did actually just get a confirmation from our guests that they'll be on very shortly.
Sweet.
So they said they're on the way. Babylon AD has new music coming out.
Okay.
I want to say it said later this year, and then they're going to be playing some of it when they're touring Europe to give everybody some sneak peek type stuff. If I remember what I read correctly, I was like, new music from Babylon AD. Hello.
That's really cool.
That's going to be pretty cool, actually.
I think a few months ago you were saying that you were seeing some little teasers or something about Babylon AD, and I was like, that would be really cool. But I hadn't seen anything else. Maybe I just got them lost somewhere in the social media and hadn't seen anything. But
like I can sense that happening because that whole algorithm stuff or whatever. I feel like I've been finding more and more bands like going through, like, say, the videos. Like, I'll go watch videos through the day.
Mm-hmm.
And if I stop, I'll hear a song I like, and I'm like, oh, go follow them. And then I'm like, the next time I'm on, my feed has like 7 more different bands that are sponsored ads. And I'm like, okay, this is how I find bands now. This is the way to do it, I guess.
Really cool.
The algorithm.
So there is a couple more bands out there that I just started following this last week that I'm going to dig into them a little bit more before I reach out and see how things go with them. But it's definitely a thing to check out if you go into the videos. Maybe if you search a certain song or a band, and then it might switch up your stuff and start playing more or throwing more band stuff to you. Like, I don't know if that's how it works. I'm going to go with yes, but
seems to be working. I'm kind of wondering what the new Home Sweet Home would get you. Would it get you hair metal, or is it going to get you country?
Right.
Where is that going to land?
That's why I like using YouTube Music, especially because I'm like, you know what? This song sounds good. I want to listen to this song, and I'll click on it, and it'll just make a whole playlist, just an automatic playlist based on that song. And that's how I discover a lot of new people. Is I'm like, you know what? Let's listen to one of these locals that like we've had on or something. I'll go click on them, and it'll bring up a whole bunch more just locals, like not super big bands that have like the same genre. And I'm like, okay, I kind of dig this.
If you guys hadn't seen Christy's message, I'm going to say I have not heard it, but I will go search that out. And
anything with David Draymond.
And I will go listen to that. Let's bring our guests in and let's talk some music with them. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Oh, and somebody clicked the button right before I did, and I almost removed them straight off the stage.
Immediately, just here, there, gone.
Like, there they are, and no.
How are we?
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, guys?
You guys are very small. We're using an iPad for this.
Here, I got you. Let's make us smaller.
Let's do this.
Oh damn!
Oh my gosh.
Good to see you, man. How are you?
Good. Randy, would you like to do the startup of how we do this?
Absolutely. Just want to kind of introduce you to us. And my name is Randy. I'm in Oklahoma City.
I'm Ashton. I'm out here in Piedmont, Oklahoma.
And you guys know me quite well, but I am John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
That's awesome, man. Good to see you guys. Thanks for having us.
Thanks
Thank
for
y'all for
being
coming
here.
on.
I know
First of all, I have to make a statement that I realized right before the show tonight. Sophie, not you, but Kevin, I have seen you perform in 3 states now:
Have you?
Okay.
Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri.
Really? What Missouri show were you at? I don't remember that.
Enough's enough.
Oh my God, you're absolutely
Wasn't
right.
I there for that?
Yeah, you were there.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen you perform in Oklahoma. That's why I've only seen you in 2 states.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. Obviously, Topeka, Kansas a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
But that's really cool, man.
Enough.
I totally forgot about the Enough's Enough show. That's true.
It was last year.
Yeah.
You threw me for a loop though when you said what show. I'm like,
Oh shit, I'm on the spot now.
Shit, we
Chip
hung
is
out.
such a cool guy, man. After that show, he started treating us like, I don't know, like we were his, I don't know, nieces and nephews. Because every time we see him, he gives us gas money. I don't know why. We really don't know. But
Hey, I'll
he'll
take
go over
it.
to Sophie and he'll be like, here, put some gas in your tank. And we're like, oh wow, okay, so he's Uncle Chip to us.
Yeah.
He's such a cool guy.
That's
Very
absolutely
That's awesome.
incredible.
Yeah.
So you guys have so much going on. Like I've been watching what's upcoming, what's happening with you guys. I see it like all the time. Let's get into everything that's going on with you guys. Like, what's your next step for the band out there?
Well, we're gearing up for some Sturgis dates. We're gonna have 2, maybe 3. We were just confirmed like a week ago, and for one of them, we'll be supporting Quiet Riot, which is pretty exciting for us.
Yeah.
That'd be
And
cool.
then after that, we're preparing for Europe, which is coming up this fall. So we got a lot to prepare for.
And we might be announcing the tour with well, I can't really say what band.
Damn it, so
So
close.
close.
So close. right?
He almost slipped.
I was like, what am I gonna say right now?
She was gonna kill me. Just
Yeah.
No, I was really close, but no, we're in talks with a band from out there. I'll say what country they're from. They're from Finland, but
Oh, I
yeah,
don't know
we're in
any
talks
Finnish bands.
about possibly doing something while we're in Europe. And well, right now we're just trying to warm up for what's coming up in August. Since we have the Sturgis dates coming up, we're booking a tour for all of August, and so
Those dates will be released pretty shortly, like within the next week or 2.
yep.
But
Oh,
I'm
sweet.
going to go ahead and say that Topeka is on the way to Sturgis for you. So
It
Little pit stop, little gas stop.
I know that we'll be hitting Oklahoma City for sure.
Yes.
Sweet.
We'll be, what's the name of it? Bucks Bar?
Yeah.
It used to be a place called Saloon 7, but they recently rebranded to Bucks Bar. We were
Actually, that's hilarious. That is right next to my shop where I work.
is it really?
It's right next
Yeah.
to the airport, right?
Yeah, right next to Will Rogers Airport. It's literally probably about 100 feet from where my shop is.
So we ended up at Saloon 7 randomly on one of our days off while we were on the road, and they were having like an open mic. And when we have days off, we like to just hit them up and just play a couple songs or whatever, just for fun, because it's a day off, right?
Yeah.
We ended up getting a gig that same day. They tipped us like really good just for like showing up and playing, and we were like, man,
They
this
didn't
is
know
awesome.
us at all.
We had no idea what this place was,
We didn't know them.
but they were very,
I didn't
very
know
nice.
it was a music place.
Yeah.
now you know.
Now I know. I literally drive by it every single freaking day on my way to and from work.
Well, when the date pops up online, Ashton, I will tag you in the post so you'll see the day and you'll
So
know
I'll
when
actually
it
see
is.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely go to that. There's no reason for me not to.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a cool place. It's very down to earth. It's a super cool little saloon.
Yeah,
It's a small little cozy place. I've noticed that.
Yeah. We were hanging out in their patio the last time we were there, and I don't know what possessed Ethan, our drummer. He was trying to like light his drumsticks on fire. I have no reason.
They had like a little fire pit in the back, and he's like, I wonder what'll happen if I do this. Takes his drumstick and sticks it in there, and it's like, it's actually flame resistant or something.
I don't know.
It wasn't.
It was.
And he was so fascinated by it.
Yeah, he was drunk.
Man plus fire equals happy.
Yeah.
Hence 4th of July.
I think drummer plus fire equals happy.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Yeah,
Very true.
we had a good time, and we had a couple of drinks in us, and for some reason he was just fascinated by the flame, and he gravitated to it like a moth. You know, he was just there playing with his drumsticks. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Science.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I noticed on your Facebook you've also got Firehouse on there. You
Oh,
got
yeah.
anything on that?
Saturday in
yeah.
Austin. Well, outside of Austin.
Cedar Park. It's basically Austin, but suburb
Yeah.
towns. They're very proud of where they're from. So like, it's not Austin, it's Cedar Park.
Right.
Yeah, we got picked up for that date randomly too. I got a phone call from the promoter, and I had no idea who he was. He was just like, "Hey, I got your number from X, Y, and Z," and I was like,
XYZ.
Yeah.
Like,
I
sweet.
love them.
Terry's a nice guy to
Terry's
push your number out to people.
He's an incredible singer.
We saw him too, but he was playing with Lynch Mob,
Yeah,
oddly enough.
Ooh.
Doing some XYZ songs to start out the show.
it was
Anyway,
fun. It was fun.
you were saying.
But we got the phone call, and I was like, "Who is this?" And I wasn't even gonna respond. I'm glad I did. We got the Firehouse show, and so I'm excited for that's this Saturday. But everyone on my friends list, they were freaking out because just like a few days ago, I was slicing vegetables, and now
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I wasn't ready for that, Kevin.
We're gonna have to put up the graphic warning content.
Right. We got copyrights. Now we got graphic labels.
Last year it was battery acid in the eye. This year it was that.
Oh, I think I'd almost rather cut the pinky clean off than battery acid in the eyes.
The year before that it was the car accident, which was a lot
Yeah.
more serious.
Yeah.
But the battery acid was like nothing compared to that.
everybody knows that I'm allowed at least 15 hospital visits a year. Everyone.
Good Lord. Your insurance loves you.
He's a musician. What insurance? Come on now.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, man.
See, John knows.
Uncle Chip, we need a little more money.
Right. A little more gas money, need injury money.
Oh man, it's all fun and games, man. The funny thing about it is I was using one of those like vegetable slicers that are supposed to make it easier for you to slice.
Mm-hmm.
Safe.
And I went to the hospital and the doctor was like, you should petition for that to be banned because it happened to me too. And she showed me her scar. She was missing like a bunch of skin from here too. And it was from the same device. I was like, damn,
Oh.
okay, now I know.
Noted.
Oh.
Be careful with those things.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
But Firehouse, that's going to be fun.
Anyways, Firehouse. Yeah, that's gonna be a dope show.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
And really close to where you guys live, so that's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's about I think like an hour and a half from us. So yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of friends coming out. They were very excited when we announced it because we haven't played Austin for a minute. I'm
We
gonna tell
don't really play Austin a lot. We
Well,
want to.
There's a
but...
reason why, and she's not saying, but I'm gonna say it here right now. It's a fun story.
What's
So-
the story?
So
Oh wait.
I think every band
We
has
caught the bar
a
on
story
fire.
like this.
Oh no.
But we had just finished our last set of the night at this place called Round Rock Tavern, which we are now proudly banned from. So we were loading our stuff out, and Sophie stayed behind on stage looking after the rest of our stuff that was still there. And apparently there was a girl who got on stage while she was there.
Not on stage.
Oh,
But
she wasn't on
She
stage.
was messing with our stuff.
She was grinding or like twerking on our ass.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
No, you can tell it. I don't want to tell
And
it.
she was like, hey, could you please not rub your ass on my gear? And so she got pissed, and apparently she threw her drink at Sophie. And she came out to the van, and she was just soaking wet, furious, like fuming. She started throwing shit into the van. And
Not my best moment.
and we were like, what on earth happened? It was like less than 5 minutes before we last saw you or whatever. And so she starts explaining what happened. I go to the front to try to like talk to someone, see if they could find her or whatever.
And keep in mind, I couldn't run after this person because our stuff was there, and it's a really wild place. Like, it gets really rowdy. And I was like, I'm not gonna run after her because our stuff, because she threw her drink on me and then she ran away.
Yeah,
and all of our stuff was there. I'm like, no, if she's still here when I come back, she'll get hers.
I asked her to describe the girl to me so that I could go to the front and talk to management. Maybe they have cameras or something they can escort her out or whatever. And so she described her. I went to go try to find someone, but instead I found the girl that actually did it. And I waved down the bartender and I was like, hey, this happened, this girl, blah, blah, blah. And they went up to her, they talked to her friends, they escorted them out. And on the way out, oh man, the punch hurt from 1,000 miles away, man. There's blaring music in there. I mean, you can't even think in there. It's so loud. But everything stopped for a brief moment because Sophie swung at this girl on her way out, and everyone was like, what the hell, man? If you ever met Sophie, she's tiny, right? I mean, John, you've met her. She's a little girl. But oh my God, man, did she wail on this girl. And then the bouncer stepped in and started to like get her off, and she started whacking on the freaking bouncer.
Okay, that was not on purpose. That was not on purpose. Keep in mind, I was
collateral.
Sober for all of it. I was sober. I exactly meant to do what I did, but it wasn't my best moment. I think it was the right way to handle it, though.
I mean,
I don't regret doing it, but it sucks that we got banned.
Yeah, we got banned right after that, and they actually assured us that we would be fine. They told us, don't worry about it. She deserved it, whatever, and she was just standing up for herself. That chick shouldn't have done what she did, right? But
I'm sure she woke up with a bruise too. I don't regret that.
Yeah.
I took her by the hair. She had like really long hair, so as she was walking out, it's also not hard to knock out a drunk person, but I took her by the
Very
hair,
true.
and I just punched her in the face as hard as I could, and
Yes.
the whole staff saw it, and so that also didn't make me look very good.
The whole venue saw it. What are you talking about?
But that's why they banned us.
Yeah, so we're banned from Round Rock Tavern,
Sadly.
but
That sounds like a worth it story, though.
it
It really does. Like, Sophie, my whole image of you is blown now that I heard this.
So don't throw a drink on you. Got it.
Good night, Austin.
Yeah, there you go. Hopefully the word doesn't get out to Cedar Park and we can still play the show.
I didn't start it. She started it.
Hey, Randy,
Yes,
why
Joe.
don't you give us a little taste of Take Me Down?
All righty. Here we go with a little bit of Take Me Down. Oh, that's some good time rock and roll right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's so weird to look at yourself and think like, wow, that's us. That's pretty cool. I like watching our videos because we try really hard to do everything that we do, right? All the touring and all that stuff. But when you see something like that, it's kind of like, damn, that's us. That's pretty
Kind
cool.
of proud of
Like,
that.
ew, that's me? No.
One of the things I want to spring off of what Randy said, some good time rock and roll, that 1,000% you guys performing live. That's all it is. It's a great rock and roll show. The energy, the power, it's all there. So if you guys have a chance to get out while they're on tour, their upcoming tour, or if you're going to Europe, I'm not going to see you in Europe, and I apologize for that. I'd love to.
Oh, you're
But,
not, damn, man.
Get out there,
Short walk away.
Right? Exactly.
and they're gonna have the crowd eating out of the palm of their hands because that's what they do. They take over the crowd, they get them involved, and they get them happy. I want to say the last time that you guys played, and I forced your encore because that's what I do to you.
I remember.
I believe you played a Judas Priest song. I'm not going to swear to that, but
We might have, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been.
but I stood to the side of the stage and I just took it in for a moment as I looked out at the crowd and saw it was like everybody was just having fun. I was just watching and I was just looking because sometimes I like to just see people's enjoyment of music, and that's all it was. Everybody was having a good time. There was people dancing. There was a few people that just got there and they were kind of standoffish, and I'm like, well, you guys missed out on the good stuff like already, so whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I think that show we played, You Got Another Thing Coming as an encore.
It was either that or I'm Insane. We do that one a lot too.
Yeah,
but
I'm Insane by Rat.
It could have been either of them.
Yeah, but that was a fun show, man. We loved playing. What was it, Booby Trap?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Brian, by the
Brian.
way.
Yeah, he's such a good guy. Takes care.
Yeah.
He's laughing. You know something we don't. What do you
No,
know
he
about
does great. He does
that?
great things. He does great things for the local music scene and everybody around there, and
Yeah.
he's got a great thing going on.
Yeah.
His family, they're all very kind people to us. We love those guys.
They are, absolutely.
But yeah, man, that show was a lot of fun. That song goes over very well because there's a part in the middle where I like to do like a call and answer with the crowd, and they'll sing it back to us, and it drives me insane for sure.
Ashton's going to do one of the great things that he does for us on this show, because he's going to pull up something on the website probably. Where's the best place for anybody to find all things Ratchet Dolls?
Am I that predictable?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
See, if you watch that clip with audio, there's a very deep voice with it, and here's the funny thing about that. So I had to try my best to do like some voice acting stuff, and it's not pitched down or anything. It's actually me saying what is in the video. It's kind of funny, but we needed something to promote the tour, and we were running on a time crunch, and I was like, man, we need something. So I just slapped that together. And
What's even funnier is I was visiting my family out of state when he did that, and he sent it to me, and he was like, hey, I just made this. I think it's going to be like our new EPK for the tour, to promote it. Like, what do you... And I was like, how'd you get your voice to sound like that? Or no, what was it? I said, who is it? Whose voice is that? I think. I don't even think I knew it was him. And he was like, it's me. And I'm like, what? You put an effect on your voice or something. And you're like, it's me. And he's like, it's really me. I didn't do anything to it.
yeah, it's just me talking into the mic,
I actually didn't believe him.
And it got to the point where I had to film myself doing it and send her a video. She's like, what in the world? That's scary, man.
Well, now I'm curious. Will it let me play the audio on this?
You gotta go to YouTube.
Pulse quickens, your body shakes. You are face to face with Ratchet Dolls. The loudest band on the block, live and in the flesh. Ratchet Dolls bring the noise.
Dude, that's
to
awesome.
Featuring high adrenaline, bone-shaking rock and roll.
Take me down, I love it when you scream it out.
Coming at your live to a city near you. Ratchet Dolls bring the noise tour.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is freaking sick.
So I got the
You
idea
got a radio
of, like,
voice.
that kind of voice. I got the idea for the voice from watching old, because I mean, we obviously love like everything from the 80s and all that stuff. But if you ever seen the old school ads that used to come out on the radio, they're uploaded on YouTube for like Monsters of Rock. The old school ones with like Van Halen and Scorpions and all that stuff.
For all their stadium tours.
Yeah,
they
all
would
the
have
stadium
that.
tours. All the radio stations would play the ad, and that was a similar voice. And I was like, whatever happened to that voice? You used to hear it on the radio all the time, and now it's like, whatever you see on Facebook is an ad.
So that was our inspiration. Well, his inspiration for that.
So I just took that
love
voice and kind of put a twist on it.
You should do your
That-
tortillas in the corner.
That is pretty
You know,
sick,
I
though.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it, man.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I was
We're
gonna
very,
say let's check out the new merch, Ashton.
Check out the new merch.
Yeah, I didn't get a
Oh,
click into that. I hadn't seen what they got going on.
Oh
What,
snap! What do we got? What do we got?
I'll look at
If
it.
it'll open.
okay.
Excuse me for
There
what?
we go. Computer
So
was
that-
loaded.
That's yeah. I don't think it's on there yet, but we have a new shirt coming out, and I'm gonna show you. She's grabbing my phone. I actually just placed the order for it, and it's awesome. It is awesome. I love this shirt. I designed it right before finalizing all the European dates, and let me see if I can find it real quick. But it is so cool. So this is what's missing from that website. So we got, I don't know if you can see that.
Ooh.
oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah, I dig that.
And the
I
bag.
hate you guys because I can't see that.
Really?
I'll see it later.
The back
All of the tour dates.
has
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, take my money.
and,
Right. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That is sick.
and so it has every city that we played during this tour, and that's not including anything that we played twice or three times, because obviously we have repeats, but the European dates are also going to be there. And so I'm super stoked about this shirt, man. This
I
is
mean,
gonna-
too. Don't sell out of my size.
Right. Remember, small. He wears a small.
Shit.
We're getting plenty.
Yeah,
Plenty
no,
of
we
shirts.
got a lot of cool stuff coming up for sure. And I mean, we have dates coming up next year that we're talking about with our booking agent in Paris, and she's bringing us over. Well, I guess I can't say, but we're going to be back in Europe.
Who you
I
gonna
always
be
get this
with?
close, right?
So close
Come
again.
on. He's gonna slip
So
one
who
of
you
these
gonna be
times.
with?
Do you have any tequila there? Maybe that's the edge we need.
You know the problem is Sophie's in his ear. She's like, I will punch you.
Yeah.
She's probably got her hand on his leg and is just pinching, just clawing, just.
she's like, remember Round Rock Tavern? I'll do that shit.
You're next.
Yeah. But yeah,
Well,
no, I'm excited for that shirt, man. I don't even own. I think I own maybe one Ratchet Dolls shirt, but usually all of them they'll sell out while we're on the road, and I don't get to keep one. And if I do happen to keep one, I end up giving it away because people want it. And I'd rather fans, have the merch. But they'll come to shows and they'll be wearing the stuff, and I'll see shirts that I haven't seen in years. I'm like, whoa, dude, that's crazy. There was a recent one that I saw where it was like for a song, the opening song called Highway Hypnosis from the first album. And we made a shirt for that one, and I haven't seen that shirt in well over 5
Oh, the
years.
motorcycle one?
It's like a hot rod. It's a hot rod,
Oh.
a guy riding a hot rod. But it just threw me off really bad. It took me back because that was from so many tours ago. It was awesome. I love seeing that kind of stuff. And so it's nice to not have the shirts because I get, it strikes me a lot more when I see it again.
After so many years.
Yeah,
Right
think-
on.
pretty awesome. But this
So,
shirt I'm going to keep. I'll have one of these.
I want to make sure that I throw this out there. When I saw Faster Pussycat a couple weeks ago, I talked to Sophie about this. Sam saw me in the crowd and came over and pointed. He's like,
Nice.
to my shirt. And I was like, I'm the only one standing here that he's looking at. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And I know you guys have done some shows with Faster Pussycat. So it was great to see him notice your shirt out in the crowd and come over and compliment it, if you will.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
The faster
They're all
guys,
really nice.
They're all nice people, man.
Tammy's going to stop by to see us in Sturgis, he said.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
He messaged Sophie earlier today or commented.
he
or
commented
something
on my
like that.
photo and he said he's going to be there.
Yeah. So we're excited to see him again. We were supposed to be on their current tour, actually. I guess I can talk about it now since it's already happening. But we received the offer to be on that tour, but we had a bunch of stuff already happening on our end that we had to decline. And we were so sad about it because it was like with a couple of friends of ours too. Such a good lineup, man. Such a really cool lineup. And they ended up putting, I think, who's on there? The Lonely Ones, I think. Yeah. But it's the Lonely Ones, Rumors, Super Suckers, and Faster Pussycat. And their manager called me randomly. I had never dealt with him before. I had dealt with their booking agency, but he reached out personally and he was like, "The guys want you. Tammy wants you guys back. He loved what you guys did during the last run. Are you guys interested?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, we're interested."
Say
We're
yes.
interested, but it didn't work out.
It just
for
didn't
us.
work out this time. But we keep in touch with all of them. Chad, Sam, Tammy, all of them still talk to us. They're such nice people. Really, really cool guys.
That was very cool.
Funny
I
story
I
about
want
that
to bring. Oh, go ahead.
tour.
What story?
Funny story about that tour. I guess it's not really funny, but it was just a fun little fact that when we were on the road with them, one of the big things about the tour that is kind of always in my head because it was so much fun is those guys love singing karaoke, and so we'd always stop by a karaoke bar after the gigs and just go and sing our hearts off, as badly as we could. And it was a lot of fun, man. Those guys are really, really cool, and I prefer those times more just because it was more of like them in their natural habitat type of thing and not at the show in front of fans and all that. It was just them hanging out, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That sounds fun. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
The antics on the road, it's always fun to watch through social media. Just
hell
just the little things.
Mm-hmm.
So when I would just want to express how small the music world really truly is. I was talking to Sophie at that Missouri show with Enough's Enough, and Sophie mentioned where she was from originally. Like, I didn't know she wasn't from Texas. And I was like, "Oh, my buddy runs a radio station there."
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, what's his name?" So I was like, "Yeah, his name's Forrest. He runs this station called 96.9 The Eagle." She's like, "I know Forrest."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He's a fixture over there.
So we took a photo and sent it to Forrest, and he responded, and he's like, he mentioned your old band because he didn't know,
Yeah.
but instantly responded. And he's like, "Yeah, I know her." Great to
I hope he
see.
checks out this one. I'd be interested to see what he thinks about it.
Well, we're coming to Boise, so
Oh yeah, we have a date over there right after Sturgis because that's towards that way in the U.S. and so we got a bunch of dates over there. Not in Boise, but like in that area. One date in Boise on August 15th.
Yeah.
So.
August 15th. I'll try to get Forrest a message and tell him.
Yeah, tell him it's at the Heritage. It used to be the Ironwood. He'll probably know.
The Heritage.
Yes.
Notepad.
Yeah.
I hope he comes out. It's gonna be great. They've upgraded it a lot. It's a great venue.
Yeah, it's
Great
beautiful.
ownership now.
Beautiful venue, for sure.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to be doing the Pacific Northwest this time around because this last run that we did the East Coast. We went all the way up to Maryland, Columbia, Maryland, to play the M3 pre-party for the festival. That was a lot of fun. Ton of people out there, man. Ton of rock and rollers. And it's crazy because we're so used to playing all over the country, but when you play these kind of shows like festival dates or whatever, like you see people from all over the world, and we meet people from Australia, people from wherever, man. It's crazy. And when we were on the road with Faster, one of the things that I remember was people were wearing shirts from the M3 pre-party that had seen us, and they remembered us like halfway across the country, and they came out to see Faster. And it's just like, whoa, what the heck? And it ties in with what you were saying, that the music community is actually really, really small.
It is smaller than it seems. Once you work really hard and you get like more experience actually touring and all that kind of stuff, like it's wild how many people you get to know and make random connections with.
Yeah.
It is such a small little world, like for real.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything else that you guys have out there upcoming that you want to throw out there to the world? New song releases, random tours that you might have with a Finland band, or anything like that?
I can't. I want to so bad, but I would hate to announce it and then have it not happen. And it's
No,
like,
absolutely. We
Yeah.
understand.
you know,
We would hate to curse that too.
It's a possibility, but
we're
you
in
hear
direct.
that?
Oh my god!
You hear the ice cream truck?
truck.
Oh,
Dude.
yeah.
Oh, I gotta go.
Right.
So,
We can't blame you.
so our latest album is Bring the Noise, which is the whole tour that we've been doing. That's the reason we went out with Faster. It's the reason we've been on the road for so many dates. I mean,
We've
we
been
do.
promoting it for like a year now.
Yeah, and every year we play about 100 dates, just shy of 100 dates, if anything. And although the album was just released this year, we're already working on the next one, and we're about halfway done with that. And oh my god, it sounds awesome!
Excellent.
I'm not
Wow.
gonna lie. It sounds even better. I'm super stoked about it. I'm smiling right now because I'm actually that stoked about it. It sounds really good. I'm
That
very
is
proud of what we're
awesome.
doing now. Very, very proud of it.
Okay.
Randy,
They're like,
Well,
yeah. Whatever.
No, just don't forget about us once it's released or whenever you have anything that you want to tease. Just remember you got friends up here in Bleach Bangs, and we would love to have you back on.
We'd love it.
Absolutely.
We'd
you,
love to.
guys. Thank you.
It'll be a
All
fun.
right.
So
Thank you guys so much, and I appreciate you taking the time with us, and I am very excited for you guys. Just the looks on your face, that smile, Kevin, right now.
Oh man, I can't. I think
That's what it's all about, man.
Oh yeah.
you know I love you guys, and I'll be there if I can.
We love you, man.
yeah,
Can't wait for that OKC show.
bring the dogs next time.
Oh yeah, bring your dogs next time.
Stop by to see them in their natural habitat.
Oh yeah, right. Stop
My
by.
house is open for you guys. You can come take a shower, whatever you need.
You know, showers are very, very, very overlooked when you tour, and you don't realize it till you finally can't shower. And it's like
Right.
you take that for granted, man. There's
Oh,
times
I
when
imagine.
upwards of like 12 sometimes. I think the longest drive we've ever done was 18 hours.
More like 20 hours.
This is crazy.
20 hours.
Oh,
Great.
And
We didn't stop ever. Like we stopped, right? But just to switch drivers.
Yeah.
oh, that's brutal.
And then
Mhm.
breakdowns in between with the van. This last time we were in Oklahoma, I think we lost our hub bearing and our tire was about to fall off. And the same thing happened in Colorado when we were with Faster. We were coming down a mountain and the tire almost fell out. We were like, dude, what in the world is up with this? Like,
Funny story about that.
Oh.
Kevin had to leave. He was taking the van to get
Oh, yeah.
that fixed or whatever, and we were due for sound check. And so Chad, the drummer for Faster, he sound checked Kevin's mic for him, and he sang like "Bark at the Moon" or something,
Yeah,
and then
the sound
Sam
check.
filled in to check his guitar.
yeah.
And so they were like members of the band for a split second there.
There you go.
What's wrong with that?
So
Celebrity appearances.
you guys have to go into the Wikipedia page and update it to say that Sam Bam and Chad Stewart of Faster Pussycat were in Ratchet Dolls for literally an hour.
Funny. That's funny.
Deal.
That's good stuff.
He's great at karaoke.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, thank you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you so much for having us. And if you guys happen to be around the area where we're playing, please come out. I'm looking at you, buddy. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
I will definitely be at that OKC show.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're playing. What are the dates so far?
I think it's the 1st, August 1st. It will be in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, we'll be in Oklahoma. We're coming to Montana, Washington, Idaho, Arizona. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna talk.
Utah, maybe.
Oh yeah, Utah. I'm gonna try to shoot for Topeka, since it's on the way. But I know that we have a very long stretch from Oklahoma to South Dakota.
Yeah, we have like a 14-hour
Yeah, that's
drive. We're
brutal.
playing OKC, and then the day after, we have a date in Sturgis
Yeah.
with the Comancheros.
Yeah.
I don't know if you listen to those guys, but yeah. So we're gonna have to hightail it out to make it to Sturgis by the 2nd.
Story of our lives. It's all
Yeah.
good. It's rock and roll. That's what it's about.
Right on.
That
Lots
is
of
very
people
true.
But thank you guys
Awesome. Well,
for having us, man.
Thank you. You have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank
guys.
y'all so much.
Bye bye.
All
See you
right.
later.
Bye.
We bang your ugly friends too.